Okay? I'll help me if I see any output problem. You didn't do anything, but you expect me to help you, then it's not fair, right? Okay? Next. Okay, tutorial 5 done. Tutorial 5 done. Okay, so today's lecture, lecture 6. Okay, so lecture 6 is part 3. Your part 3, assignment part 3. Okay, lecture 6. Okay, now, done. Shall we discuss the answer? Alright. Okay, discuss the 5 main activities involved in the requirement engineering process. So in the last lecture, I've already explained, right? So what are the 5? So in the last lecture, we have discussed about the 5 requirement engineering process. So what are the 5 requirement engineering process? Visibility studies. Okay, visibility studies. So in the visibility studies, we have 5 different visibilities, right? Okay, we have economical visibilities, we have operational visibilities, we have technical visibilities, all that. So you can talk about that. Okay, next. Yes, requirement elucidations and analysis. Okay, this is a process where you can work with the stakeholders. This is where you are doing the viewpoint oriented analysis. Okay, where you can find your stakeholders. When you do the diagram, right, hierarchy, you can find the stakeholders, right? Who are the indirect user, who are the direct user, what is the domain, all that. So they are all what we call the stakeholders. Okay, the stakeholders. Okay, so that means from there you can get the functional requirement and also the non-functional requirement for the new system. Okay, next process, requirement specification. Okay, requirement specification is where the process to produce the requirement specifications. Okay, next is requirement validation. Requirement validation here is you can validate. Okay, you can validate your system. Okay, you can do the testing of this. Okay, so inside, okay, so for the requirement validation we have a few aspects, right? So what are the aspects? Okay, so in the requirement validation we have the few aspects which we can go through, which is the validity, consistency, completeness, realism check, verifiability. You can talk about that. Okay, next is the requirement management. Requirement management is the process to manage the requirements, include the management planning and also the change management. Okay, so that also you can discuss. So in a question 1, you can list all the requirement engineering process and you can explain. Alright. Okay, question 2. So question 2 here, I think it's a case study. Okay, question 2, A, B, C, D, and E. Yeah? Okay, it's a case study. Alright, okay, so she wants to implement a new point of sales and inventory management system. Okay, so suggest and briefly explain 2 techniques how we can discover the requirement. What are the 2 techniques? What are the 2 techniques? Huh? What are the 2 techniques? Interviewing.
Personnel.
Prototyping. Scenario. Ethnography. Okay? Okay, list that. Next, okay, describe the viewpoint. Okay, so they say describe. Describe the viewpoint, construct the viewpoint, 2 different terms. Describing, you have to explain what is viewpoint. Basically, what is viewpoint? So viewpoint is the process, or this is another type of requirement technique, right? Which we can gather, okay, we can identify the real stakeholders of the system. Okay, and in the viewpoint or viewpoint analysis, basically we have a 3 generic type, which is the interactor, indirect, and domain. So you can explain about that. Okay, discuss. Okay. Question C. Yes, question C here they ask you to construct. Now you need to construct the viewpoint hierarchy. Okay. So how many viewpoints they ask you to construct? 5. So could anyone come in front and construct the viewpoint? Could anyone? You will try. Want to construct the viewpoint? Okay, let me do this. The rest you have to do. Okay. Okay, so always remember the three generic. Okay. So which is the interactor, indirect, and domain. Okay, so for the interactor based on the case study, right? Based on the case study, so the interactor who is using the system is the sales staff because they want to create the sales of points system, right? Okay, something like that. Okay, and then the next one is inventory stuff. Inventory stuff, right? Okay, indirect is a marketing department and suppliers. Because here they are talking about the stocks, all that, right? So of course when the supplier they want to supply the items of course they have to know what are the product is out of stock, all that. So from there they will deliver the stocks. Okay, so suppliers, okay, they get the benefit, and the domain is a UI standard because we need to focus on the design. The design of the systems, okay, make sure the system is easy to use, okay, the navigation, the buttons, okay, what are the functions that you have to add in the systems, okay, all that. So, these are the answer. Okay, in the question there are 5 viewpoints. So, these 5 viewpoints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not that you need to draw the hierarchy 5 times. 5 viewpoints mean what are the 5 people's viewpoints? Okay, you understand the question. Any other answers apart of this? Any other answers, class? 3 generic only, which is the interactor, indirect domain. Okay, the arrangement you can arrange as you like. It's not that you sometimes the first will be the indirect, in the middle will be interactor, the last will be domain. The arrangement is you can arrange up to you. Okay, only 3. Interactor, indirect and domain. There's no others. Okay, and the viewpoint you have to come out with a logic viewpoint. I keep telling you, okay, I keep telling you that this viewpoint is for the person who is using the system, who will get the benefit from the system, not who is developing the system. You cannot put here developer, you cannot put tester, you cannot put network engineer, database engineer. They are nothing to do, they are just developing, but they are not using. In here we are looking for the people who are using the system, not developing. You got the point? Okay. Next, 2D. The 2 advantages and 1 disadvantages. 2 advantages, as you can see here, we can get a broad stakeholders. We can know the exact stakeholders, right? Okay, we can know the exact stakeholders. Okay, that is the benefit. And another benefit here is we know who are the valid and who are the valid viewpoint, who are the exact users, okay, who are the not exact users, okay. We can identify identify that. Okay, the disadvantages is time consuming because we need to get more time. We need to spend more time to identify what the stakeholders. So time consuming, tedious, okay, and maybe cost. Okay, so these are the disadvantages. Okay. 2E. 2E. Suggest 3 aspects to be checked when validating the SRS. Okay, so what are the aspects that we can check under the requirement validation? Remember in the lecture I discussed, right? So if you want to validate, okay, if you say, okay, this system can be used now, okay, this system is free or bugs or whatever. So how you can give that guarantee? How you can guarantee to the customer? Okay, what are the aspects? So the aspect here is, one of the aspects is validating. Okay, validating here is, okay, the functions the user want is correct and confirm. Okay, when the user say, okay, I want this function to be added, so you have to confirm with them. Okay, and make sure that you do that. Okay, validate, validating. Consistency, no conflict functions. No conflict function. For example, the amalgamation. You know what is amalgamation? The amalgamation is where one operation, but you have two different terms. The system can do that one operation, but you using two different terms. For example, you have a home icon and you have a home in a text. Both are same, right? If you put symbol of home also, they know, okay, I have to back to home. If you put home in a text also, HOME also, they know that you have to go to the home. Then why you want to come out two different things, but it's only show one process, right? Either you can come out with the home button or you can come out with the home text. So that is amalgamation. Okay? So that is consistent. The consistent means that it should make sure that there is no conflict function. There is no conflict function. Okay? The consistency must be there. Like one page. Okay? For example, in the first page you are creating, then you put home button. In the next page, you are putting home text. Why there is no consistency? Where is the consistency? Even in page 1 you put home icon. In a page 2 also you put a home icon. Why you want to put home text? Then in the third page, you put a home icon. Why? It's a conflict consistency. Okay? The consistency is not there. The consistency is not there. Okay? Next, completeness. Okay, whatever requirement, whatever new functions that the user asks you to add, you need to add. Complete all the function is needed. Okay, realism check. Realism check here is, okay, once you have developed the system, so you can implement. Can you implement, for example, in the system, maybe the customer asks you to add the AI, maybe the facial things, or maybe eye retina or anything like anything also like voice recognition, something like that. So here you need to check whether it's really the realism check. The realism check here is whether the system is really works with the current technology or not. For example, you are developing with the IoT. So that means your system is connected with the IoT. So is it works or not? Does it works? Okay, you are developed, but did you check in the real world is working or not? Okay. Next, verifiability. Verifiability here is you can demo. This is where the prototype. Okay, the prototype comes here. Okay, where you can develop a part by part, and you can show to your user, and then you can get the confirmation. You can demo. the demo. Okay. So all these are the answers. Okay, for the question 2E. Okay, question 3. What are the possible problems when you want to gather the requirement? What are the possible problems? This one we have discussed in the previous chapter. So, remember the natural language issues. Natural language. When you want to gather the requirement, right? So, one of the issues the natural language, because you might understand their terms or the expression in a different, because they will express their requirements in their own terms. Which we don't understand or we might misunderstand them. Okay, so that is a problem. Okay, the next one here is the stakeholders they're not clear what they want. This is where the software process model comes, right? Remember, we have few process model, right? Prototyping, incremental, we have XP, all that. Okay, each software process they have a different characteristic. Okay, so another problem here is the stakeholders not clear about the requirement, and the stakeholders express the requirement in their own terms which we don't understand. We are not facing the problem in the stakeholders. We might face the problem in external. That is what we are doing, right? Okay, the external, sometimes we have the policies, we have to follow the standard policies, or we have to follow some legal things, right? Some act, okay, which is set by our Malaysian laws, okay, securities, all that. So in here, the problems is not only from the stakeholders. The problems you can get it from the external also. Internal and external. Understand? Okay, so you can talk about that. Okay, question 4. Question 4, you need to construct the viewpoint, 3 viewpoint. So, and question 6 also you need to construct a viewpoint. So, I need question for question 4, I need a boy. Question 6, I need a girl to come out and answer. Question 5 is you can copy the answer from the question 2E because they're asking the same aspect. Question 5, okay, question 5 they ask to explain two aspects, okay, to validate. So you can copy the answer from question 2E. Okay, question 5. So for the question 4 and question 6, I need someone to come out and answer. Question 4, boy, question 6, girl. Come on. Come on. Boys. Why please? Come on. Girl, question 6. Come on. Next time I don't want the same person come out and do. Okay, this time we have done. Next time, for the next upcoming tutorials, I don't want that he come in front. Okay. You can use this. You can modify it if you want. Take turn.
DS
哎，看这样子吧，
不错，就是我那头发超帅的嘛，
方式继续。
超风流，废话我也超，看不懂。
Done? How many before this is? 3, okay. Alright, okay. Class. So in here he have mentioned about indirect. Okay, indirect maintenance staff. Maintenance staff you use 8. Not yet. Okay, can, but this answer, okay, compared to your answer, but this answer is more accurate, if you ask me. Okay. So indirect, we can have a CEO, competitor. Why competitor? Why competitor? Okay, why competitor? Because if you see we are running, for example, I and him running the same business, but in 2 different companies. Okay, so of course when we run the company, we developing a website, right? So everybody can visit the website. There's no any restriction for that. So when I visit his website, then I wonder, he got a lot of functions in the website. Okay, maybe he have added online orders, but in my website I don't have online orders. I only have only the visitors can view the products, but they cannot purchase anything there. But in your website, you have a lot of functions. So when I visit your website, I can get the ideas or not. Yes or no? So can I get some benefit from that? Yes or no? So in here, can I put the competitor? Yes. Yes. Okay. CEO, yes. Because they can check, okay, so what is the sales, okay, they can check the monthly reports, okay, how the sales is going on, all that too, they can check. But they're not using the system, but they can check the report. They can get some benefit, right? So from the report, they know, oh, this product is from the manufacturing, increase more products, all that. So that is a benefit they can get, right? Okay. Next, interactive. Yes, is correct. It's correct. Internal, but you need to specify. Internal staff, because in one organization we have many staff, we call internal staff. We have HR department staff, we have finance department staff, all are staff. Okay, but who the specific staff?
Manager.
Okay. Manager. Okay. HR department staff. IT department staff. Okay. And as usual, domain is high standard. Okay, so here you can see even the question they asked 3, but here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Understand? Got it? Okay, now question 6. Question 6.
Huh?
Question 6.
Means why CEO is indirect?
I just explained, right?
Ah,
Now, what when your 3 words? Why CEO is indirect? Because CEO is not using the system, but CEO can get some benefit from the sales, right? Because they have a monthly sales reports. Okay, from the sales report or the product reports, all that they can know, okay, this product I should increase the manufacture next month. I should increase the price next month. I should reduce the price next month, right? So they can do some decision or not. But they're not using the system, but based on the report, because it generates the monthly report, right? Okay, for the monthly report, can the manager or can the CEO can do any decision, can make any decision cannot?
Can.
You as a boss, okay, how are you going to boost your profit? Yes, so you have the monthly report or yearly report or weekly report. Okay, all that based on the report, you can do some decision, you can take some step, right? So CEO, who asked that question just now? Okay, you come and do the question. Come.
对不起，对不起。
I want to make sure that you're clear or not. Okay, you come and do the question.
那只让我只剩姐妹。
Come on. Come. Faster. Going to be 11:16.
所以面。
Girl. Are you a girl?
你要去了。
这里去
那教你。
Come on.
但是只是要做。可以。上节现在给我。所以你不用手里。我请问他们没做。
Okay, so for the interactor, okay, so for the let's go to the interactor first. So store owner and store interactor. Okay, online customer and staff mean you can say store staff lah. Can mention specifically store staff. Okay. For the indirect shop owner and suppliers. Okay, can. Okay, shop owner, suppliers, even a store manager also can. Okay, I add one more. Here I add one more. Store manager also can. Okay. Domain, you have UI standard and you have a classification standard. Okay.
Mix indirect. Indirect I put competitor.
Huh? Competitor. Competitor you can put, but it depends on what type of case study. What type of case study is that? Okay. So in your assignment, can you put competitor?
Can.
Can you put competitor?
Everyone also competitor ma.
Isn't all of you are using the same LMS? Can you
Different.
put the competitor?
Different but same concept.
Can or cannot? Can you put the competitor for your assignment?
Can. Boleh.
Can. Can. Okay, so that when I'm using Blackboard using Moodle, so I can go to Moodle and can say what are the new functions and I can put it in my Blackboard.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. Okay, that's all. Anything? back later.